Welcome back to the channel, and we've got an exclusive, and we're going to go straight into it. Freddie, we're back at your garage, and
what's going on, man?
Man, it's hot here in Florida.
Well, now, like in my garage, we have AC, but yeah, if you leave my shop, it's really hot.
Literally just the other side of the walls, we are pouring with sweat. But
yeah.
Freddie, I am blown away, and I love this whole opportunity to put a car out there. I think it might be one of the rarest cars you've got, but in a world of Aston Martins, Porsches, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, you have made an amazing purchase.
I have. So I see where you're going with this, and it's quite a special one. So this is as much a supercar as any of my other cars, except for the fact that it's basically like a 3/4 scale car.
Super K car.
Yes, it's a Super K car. So this is an AUTOZAM AZ-1 that has been modified quite a bit because they're not supposed to look like this. This has a sort of Lancia Stratos livery.
Exactly, which is amazing.
Yeah, the body kit's completely different, but this is notable because it is mid-engine, rear drive, has a turbo, 3-cylinder, revs really, really high, and I put in a smaller steering wheel so I can actually fit in the car, and gull-wing doors because that's the coolest doors ever.
I think if this had just regular doors, it just wouldn't have the same appeal as it has.
No.
But we talked about the rarity, and 4,392 ever units globally.
Yeah, I mean, which is a lot for any sort of car. Like if it's a kind of boutique mid-engine sports car, but these were only sold in Japan, and the rest of the world didn't get them because Japan has this designation called Keijidosha, which is K car.
Yeah.
And they were limited in the size. You can only have like 3 meters long, and displacement. So you can only have 660cc max. So I think this was like 656 or something like that. But you know, Japan being Japan, they have gentlemen's agreements, and they go, yeah, sure, we'll keep to this horsepower number, but not really. So this had
64 horsepower,
something like that. So this has a turbo. This definitely does not feel like 64 horsepower when I drive it. No, this feels more like 100, something like that. And these cars were super, super light. I mean, definitely under like maybe 800 kilos or something like that. It's really, really light. It has tiny little TE37 raised wheels, the smallest I've ever seen. Tiny brakes, but you don't really need a lot of braking. This doesn't have any sway bars, so it is a little roly-poly, but I've gotten it up to 80 before. And yes, I do fit in it, but only just.
That's absolutely epic. Like I say, the power to weight ratio on this, you described driving it. Can I take it out on the road here?
I'd love for you to take it on the road.
Wow. Stay tuned as we take this AZ-1 out on the road. Have you got any plans for this?
No, I just bought it because it was the coolest thing in the world.
Just keep it as it is. I think this is one of the best cars in your garage.
Have fun.
Congrats, man. Thank you. Let's go. So, welcome to Freddy's Mazda AZ-1 K car. We are here in the US driving a strictly regulated mini car. The regulations in Japan for these are of a certain width and length so that they conform to the regulations, and we are driving this compact little sports beast in the US on the roads. Freddie has kindly handed me the keys, down with the gull-wing doors, which is a major feature of these. Like, I think it's the only K car in the world to have gull-wing doors. Obviously there's a variety of doors like dihedral and scissor doors you get with the Lambos, but the gull wings, reminiscent of course, legendary SLS and the original 300 SL. Let's take this out to the road. There you go, there goes the turbo on that 64 horsepower. Did you hear the whoosh? It's wow. So it's rear engined, it's about 650cc, 3 cylinders, and it's turbocharged, which you can hear that. I hope you can hear that because woo, oh wow, this is unreal. The roads obviously here in the US are huge. The Ford Expedition that we're following is huge by comparison to this, but it feels really good. It's compact, it's tiny, it's small, but it's legendary. It is the Mazda AZ-1. We recently saw it at Japan Auto Salon being released as a mini Ferrari F40 by Liberty Walk, which was awesome. And you just kind of like, Yes, it is. It's the AZ-1, and recently there's been several builds around the world that propelled these to legendary status. But that power to weight ratio is quite astonishing. A real kick in the back, and that turbo, the turning circle is amazing as well. Freddy, this is potentially like, I want to drive this every time I come to Florida. I know like you'd offer the 675 LT or the P1 eventually, the GT3, but of all your cars, this one's got so much character. And this is amazing. Honestly, I love classic cars. I love things that are different. Manual box. The turbo is... This 64 horsepower never felt so good. 155,000 kilometers on the clock on this. So that little rasping engine has propelled this distances. It's pretty epic. And you know, Freddy, you're known for your amazing builds and supercars. I'd be interested to know what your plans are with this, because it's just an epic little thing. I love the livery, of course. The livery we've spoken about already. Alitalia, the airline, used to fly it in the 80s, especially when flying to Italy with family, etc. Wow, what a purchase. Little K car. We've been to Japan, of course, and we've seen these litter the streets, but not the AZ-1. Like, these have become rarer as time has gone on. Honestly, Freddy, this is amazing. Like, the best smiles. Yeah, I can't explain how good this is. How does it feel on the road? Right, well, we are in the US, the roads are wide, they've got big trucks, lorries, everything. That's so cool in the rear view. You do feel slightly vulnerable, but I think because of the power to weight and the way it moves, it's keeping up with traffic. We're doing 88 kilometers per hour, which is around the 55. So we're doing the speed limit. There goes a little postal van. It's actually, don't feel too self-conscious. The turbo is great. Like F40, you've got twin turbos, turbo lag. This is, honestly, the pickup is great on that small 600. Constant. Amazing. If you can get yourselves on a Mazda AZ-1, the prices have gone up. I'm sure there's a lot of these hidden away somewhere rural, where potentially they're just left in the garage, not really loved anymore, and potentially you could get yourself a deal. If anybody knows of one, please hit me up, because I know of 2 people that want to buy one already, and that kind of includes me. I think this would be an amazing project for Petrolheadonism to build one, do something with, modernize. It's just fantastic. The small package, it doesn't take too much space up in the garage, of course, and such a great shell. The condition of this for its year is outstanding. Honestly, Freddy, whoa, big lorry! Yeah, Freddy, the condition of this is amazing. Little Momo steering wheel, stereo. I'm sure our partners in the UK could do something special to this. Wheels, suspension, sound system, livery. I think this is pretty special. This is Adam C. wet himself over one of these at a car show we went to. You know, in a world where big engines and cost of fuel and cost of living crisis and stuff, I would happily have one of these. I want a golden car in my lifetime. I don't think I can afford an SL, 300 SL. You know, they're 5 million plus for really clean ones. I think this would be amazing, amazing. I'm gonna get, no, I can't get Sam in here, he's driving that car. Someone else needs to experience this. So she's parked up back in the garage for another time. This is inimitably the AZ-1 Mazda. It's been an absolutely astonishing experience, and I thank Freddy. When you look behind me at Matt Armstrong's RS6, Freddy's 675 LT that blew up last time we were here last year, and he's rebuilt that engine again, some of the other builds, and the GT3 behind you, that sits oddly in the collection. And as Freddy says, it doesn't need for anything. It's already been modified, and he's bought it like that. And personally, the Alitalia livery is amazing. It's throwback to the Lanciers of the rally days. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and give us a comment on what you thought of the AZ-1. Are they going to go like 50 to 100 grand? I think so.